What up, it's your boy Roy Jones Jr. I'm hanging out with my man, Andre Ward. We two Hall of Famers will bring y'all a show called The Hall of Game.
A show where we discuss boxing, sports, life, and entertainment from our view.
How much better than that can you get?
Me and Roy don't always agree, but one thing you will get is a Hall of Fame worth the game.
Man, welcome back to another episode of the Hall of Game. I don't have my co-host, Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr. today, but I got a two-time world champion on the line today. I want to welcome in Andre Berto. Man, we got a young man who has been on fire all year. I feel like this has been the longest year for you, Lamont. I mean, you done had one headline after the next. You're fighting Isaac Cruz in San Antonio. It looks like, from what I see, training camp has been going well. I know it's always something going on in camp, but you look like you prime and ready and you excited about this fight, man. We want to welcome you and tell me how training camp has been going thus far.
Man, thanks for having me. Training camp has been good, man. I'm definitely in the swing of things, and I want to say in the prime of camp. You know that feeling when you right there. That's how I'm feeling right now, for sure.
Nice. Man, I used to be in camp my camps used to be 7 weeks, 6 weeks of training in the week of the fight. And I used to get right around that fifth week. And I'm like, I call home and tell my wife, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to get that check. Like, I've been writing nothing but checks all camp. I'm paying sparring partners. I'm paying cook. I'm paying this one, that one. I'm ready to recoup and get my money back, man. Is that where you at right now?
Man, that's a fact. I can't wait to go in there and put hands on old boy so I can just be like, all right, all this shit was worth it.
Yeah. Man, you've had a long year, man. You fought a fight against Gervonta Davis earlier in the year in Brooklyn that a lot of people, the way you fought, a lot of people didn't expect you to fight that way. And Gervonta seemed like he might want the rematch. He might not want the rematch, but you were always ready for the rematch. It was a controversial moment in the fight that really changed the decision in the fight. Gervonta Davis took a voluntary knee. That's not something you do. This ain't sparring. This is a real fight. And the referee didn't call it a knockdown. That could have been a difference maker. That would have been a difference maker in that fight. Naturally is going to cause people to want to see it again. Why didn't that fight happen? Even though I know it's a long answer.
Just to sum it all up, I mean, it ain't happened because they didn't want it to happen. And I'm going to say they didn't want it to happen because they was going to be at risk of having a blemish on their record, straight up.
Well, you came up from 130 to 135 to fight Gervonta. And now you just going straight up. You're fighting fight at 140 to fight, Pitbull. How you acclimating to that weight at 140? And how's it settling on you? Is it going to be a little difficult to really try to build some good strength at that weight, or you think you're going to be good?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen like some of the photos and stuff like that that have been floating around now. Everybody calling me a weight bully and said I should have been moved up and all this and all that. And it helps that Pitbull is not the tallest and the biggest 142. So it's cool. 140 I'll definitely be extra strong. It's not like I still have to lose a little weight, but it's something that is calculated to how my strength training goes and how my weight cutting goes, and it's just going to play a big factor in the fight for sure, especially down the stretch if it goes down the stretch.
Okay. So like I said, with this fight here, you guys are fighting over in San Antonio, Texas, and most likely it's going to be a pro-Mexican crowd. Is that something that you think about as well, or you just fully focus on trying to just handle business? You just going to try to block everything else out. Nothing else matters. You got to go in there and just handle business against Pitbull at that point.
I mean, look at my last fight, man. Pro tank crowd, a superstar, and you know what I'm saying? I fought against a superstar who is known around not only in the game but to casuals and to people who are unfamiliar with boxing too. So everybody that ain't my people is there for him. You know what I'm saying? So and it was sold out, 20,000 people. So that's a big thing. But to me, I don't let that stuff get to me. We can fight in a phone booth, bro. We can fight as long as it got 4 posts. We can fight in there. It could be in a cardboard box, whatever it is. I mean, it's just me and him in there.
That's it.
Man, there was some talks about Shakur Stevenson, and then that pivoted to Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Why? How did that happen?
So, I mean, cut and dry, me and Shakur, you know how Shakur is. Shakur is super competitive. Shakur wants to show that he's the best. And, you know, I fought a guy who was considered the best at our weight class. That outcome kind of, you know, put a lot of mix in the air. And a lot of people were probably calling for that fight for me and Shakur. Me and Shakur actually talked, you know, like directly to each other and was like, you know, we can rumble if if it presents itself. And he was like, for sure, like, you know, let's do it for the fans. And, you know, because I've been familiar with Shakur. I've been cool with Shakur since I don't know how long, for years since he was an amateur. So, and since we were amateurs, actually, I met Shakur when I was probably like 15. So, you know, it's just respect there. It's just like, all right, you feel like you're the best 135 pounder. I feel like I'm the best 135 pounder. Let's give the fans a show and let's, you know, put it together. And, you know, we break bread at the end of the day. So he was like, you know, they got T.O. on the table for me. So if T.O. doesn't happen, we can fight for sure. And I was always going to fight this year anyway. And Shakur wasn't going to fight this year. So I was going to fight a fight and then end up fighting Shakur in at the top of 2026. So that was the whole thing. He took the T.O. route, which respectfully, you know, is more of a bigger fight and more money. So, right. You know, I respect that.
Yeah, I think I like that too, Dre, man. You know, when it comes to a lot of the young fighters now, I mean, they're making those phone calls. They're making those phone calls. And, you know what I mean? They're having these conversations, you know, with some of these potential opponents. Man, they're working out these deals somewhat, you know, right there on the phone. You know what I mean? They're trying to get it done just to try to skip through all of the other, you know, BS that happens, you know, behind the scenes that we don't see. Yes, that's a fact. I really like that, man.
Because it's a lot of hearsay that goes on. And, you know, if you got a good team, they relaying the right messages and they telling you the truth. But you never know what's being said a lot of times or if something is left out. But that's powerful, man. That's how a lot of fights are made back in the day, man. Cats are just, you know, dudes that really know each other. It'd be sparring partners. Hey, man, I want to give you a shot. So I really like that when I heard y'all was talking or how, you know, Bud and Spence made the fight. I love that kind of stuff because the fighter is the boss. I don't care what nobody say. People don't like to hear that. If I don't fight, nobody eats. So I'm the head of this. Sure. I got a good team. I need my team. But every now and again, I'm going to flex that muscle and pick up the phone and try to get something done.
What you should do, man.
What's the vibe like back home, man, in that DMV, man? I hear that if you're not from the DMV, if you're from the DMV, you don't say the DMV. But you know that area, that region with you and Gervonta, are people talking like, man, why dude ain't take the fight, man? And he try to do Jake Paul, and then that don't happen. What's the conversation around you, around his name right now back home?
That's all I hear, for real. Especially if I haven't seen somebody, like, you know, or somebody's their first time seeing me since the fight or whatever the case may be. If I'm out in public or whatever the case it is, like, they're gonna be like, oh, why Tank ducking? That's the thing I heard the most since March. Oh, Tank ducking, he should have gave you that rematch, or he should have did this, he should have did that, or why he ducking you? That's all I hear when it comes to, like, you know, that conversation. Some people ask me if the fight probably going to happen in the future or stuff like that, or why he fight Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in camp since the whole fallout with that fight has happened too. So I really don't hear much about it no more.
Let me say this, Bert. I'm gonna let you get one in.
No, go ahead.
Like, it's the last one on Gervonta because I know he's not who you fighting, but I'm just curious because y'all know each other and y'all came up together. Like, do you think with Gervonta is a tough fighter? Like, if you know his background, not just where he came from. I don't always put too much stock on where dude came from because I done seen dudes from the suburbs that fight to the death, and I done seen dudes from the hood that turn. So it ain't always about where you came from. But Gervonta's proven himself in the ring, the toughness and all the stuff throughout the years. What do you think he is now? Because some people say he don't love boxing no more. Some people say he didn't got too much money. It's a lot of reasons why people think he's making the moves that he's making, and he's not trying to get a championship, or he's not trying to prove that he's the best in a particular weight class. What's your take on that?
Shit. My take is what he say out his mouth verbatim, for real. Like I think more people should start listening to like the things he actually says and taking it at face value. For instance, like he said that he not in it for championships. He said that out of his own mouth. So
Wow.
it's not like it's me trying to think about something outside of that, even though it might be something deeper. I'm not going to be the one to explore that. Like he said it out of his own mouth.
I like that.
When he said that he might be done with boxing, I believe him. When he said that he wasn't going to rematch me, I belied him. And you guys see that. You know what I'm saying?
I know, dude.
Like,
I
yeah,
know,
like that's a fact. Like, after he, screwed up the whole rematch thing, like, and went the Jake Paul route, and he got to run his mouth on social media. Like, you got to take what he actually puts out there and apply it. Like, he was for real. Like, it's not going to, so I really do believe him.
Here's a question. If you walked into a stash house full of $20 million, how much would you steal?
That's the question Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have to answer in Netflix's new movie, The Rip. They play a team of Miami cops alongside Tiana Taylor, Steven Yeun, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Kyle Chandler, and Sasha Calle, all trying to decide, are they the good guys or the bad guys?
This movie is an edge-of-your-seat thrill ride the entire time.
Keeping you guessing till the very end.
Don't miss The Rip, only on Netflix on January 16th.
Do you feel, because that's a lot more, pressure on you going into this fight, being that Gervonta, fought Pitbull, even though he won in a very, tight decision, for you to come in here and put on a dominating performance, to be able to show people that you are the real deal in that situation with Gervonta wasn't a fluke?
Yeah, I think so. From a certain standpoint, it's like it gets to the point where a lot of people are talking and they're going to compare the fights, and then it's like then there's an opportunity that I hold like to myself. I hold myself accountable to. Like, this is my opportunity to break through that threshold and be like, all right, Lamont Roach is stepping into his part of his career where he's either the front runner to be the next American superstar or one of them. So that's where I am right now. It's my second headliner in a row for pay-per-view, which is a big deal. I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't doing that, and a lot of people haven't done that. And even though it's not fighting for a full world title, I'm fighting for an interim world championship in another weight class. After coming off a performance fighting for another world title, this is my fourth or fifth world title fight in a row. My last three title fights were in three different weight classes. So, that's me, like, what I'm saying, stepping into what I put out there in the world, what I set my goals to be, and for sure I'm going to attack him, and I'm going to get it done.
What you think about Cruz? Very durable, low to the ground, like you said, and he gonna bring. He take a good shot, he dishes a good shot. Giving us what you can give us. What's really the game plan? What's the way you gonna attack this man?
First of all, with my with my brain, it's in my IQ. It's a lot of ways that I can go into this fight rather than one style. We know he has one style, and I can attack him from all angles. I can mix it up and bully him at his game too. I think the fact that I'm so versatile would automatically be frustrating. If you looked at his fights with movement, he has problems with that. So, that's nothing for me to do that. But my thing is, I'm going to put everything together to where it's a spectacular fight, fan-friendly fight. But at the end of the day, I'm getting the job done. So that's and whatever way I have to do it to make it go as smooth as possible and exciting for the fans. That's what I'm gonna do.
I like what y'all got going on, man, in Tampa. I like the setup. It kind of looked like something out of a movie, bro. Like I
gotta pull up.
Yeah, you got everything is set up. Like, it doesn't look like a normal gym. You know what I'm saying? But you got your weights off to the side. You got the ring. I just like how it look. I like the setup. And then, man, after hours, you be twitching a lot. So normally they say, normally they say, you know, a fighter's supposed to be locked in. You can't be doing that. Like, tell me about the twitching and going live. Like, you really be getting ready to leave the gym. Like, yo, I'm twitching at this time. I'm about to go on right now. This ain't camp. That don't distract you. Pops don't be having nothing to say about that.
I see headphones, man. That's some Twitch headphones.
Yeah, man. These some.
He official.
They told me I had to get some headphones like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty much new to the Twitch community. So, you know, but they like it though. They like it. It's a lot of engagement. And like y'all know how it go when you get out the gym, and then next thing you know, you're going to the crib. You're gonna eat, and then what you gonna do? You're gonna read a book. You're gonna go lay down. You're gonna do something. You're gonna turn on the show. If I have a platform where I can connect with people that support me, that's a little different. And they be wanting me to stream. So if I get like a cool hour in, that's cool. Yeah, they be like, when you going live? I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been as consistent as I was before. When I first got on there, that joint was jumping. I'm like, I couldn't believe that people would sit on the. I couldn't believe that people would sit and like watch me stream. So I was just like, damn, like, this something different. So, you know, I take my time out to do certain things for them, because it's like, all right, you know, you have your fans and the support you see online and stuff like that, but this is really like engaging with the fans that really don't engage with. Like, you don't sit there and respond to every tweet, every comment, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. But these people take the time out of their day to come log in to watch you do whatever you're doing and want to talk to you. So I'll be like, damn, like, they gonna do this for me? I give them 30 minutes. I give them an hour. That's cool. So it's cool, and then it's just like you got this little army of people. You can name it and all that, you know, like you can name your army and everything like that, man. My community is called the Grave Diggers. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. Like I want to shout out my Twitch community, man. All the Grave Diggers.
Shout them out right now, man.
Everybody who support me, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Pitbull gonna pay for the week that they took away from y'all. I'm telling you right now.
No, I think it's dope, man, because like I said, you're able to show your personality. You'll be able to, you know, definitely connect with your fans, as long as it's not, you know, distracting you from the main thing. You understand what I'm saying? I think, you know, sometimes, you know, we can have a fight coming up and we can be too ingrained into the fight. That's sometimes true. We're going to need something to release that and just to try to relax a little bit and to do some things that really make us happy in camp, instead of just always sitting there just you know, just getting ready for work.
It's all about comfortability. Like,
as long as you're comfortable doing it and you know it's not distracting you or doing it, and that's something that you enjoy. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing. You want to try to be happy while you're in camp, because we know that's not a happy place at all. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
When it comes to it sometimes. So I got a question for you, Lamont. You know, like I said, this fight is going to be at 140 pounds. And I believe if you win this fight, you're going to be mandatory for WBC at 140. Look at him. Look at his face. He's like this. Are there any other big names that you're looking for that you want to try to make happen, you know, at that weight at 140?
So, you know, y'all know it's crazy. I know y'all seen it. Sabril Matias got popped for Osterine. So if his B sample doesn't come back, you know, guilty until proven innocent. So if his B sample don't come back clean, who knows if Pitbull won't get elevated to full world champion?
When are you gonna be able to find that out?
Who knows? I don't know. We haven't talked to Mauricio or anything like that. Okay. But
that'll probably be after the fight, though.
You think so?
Yeah,
after y'all fight.
Because it's so soon. I get it.
Or maybe the week of y'all fight. Y'all may get the news the week of your fight.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But we was always looking at the landscape at 140, especially when we decided to take this fight. And it was like, all right, you got Sabril Matias. If we didn't get that matchup with Shakur, because you know how doors open, and with, you know what I'm saying, with boxing, it could go one way or the other. especially when nothing's not in writing.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't go that way, then of course we're looking at Sabril because we're right in line for it, and we're gonna press the issue. We're gonna be like, hey, look, we're the interim champion. We want to fight. Give us a time frame, a timeline, and we'll go from there. I really like the fight with Gary Antuanne Russell at 140 as well.
DC.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I really like that fight.
Have y'all sparred before?
I really like that fight. Oh, when we was kids, yes.
All the time. Y'all fought before?
We was kids.
Y'all fought before?
Hey, we never fought before. Let's get that. We never fought. We're in the same area.
That's what I'm
1
saying.
year apart.
I hear what you're saying without you saying it.
You know what I mean? You, Russell, you know what I mean? You got Tank, you got all these guys in that same vicinity. I know it has to be some tension somewhere in there.
We matched up in the USA National Championship, like in the same bracket. 2013. I won a championship. He ain't make it to the championship. I won the championship, and I got outstanding fighter too. I actually beat the guy who beat him like a rag doll.
Wow, he threw the rag doll.
Just to let y'all know, I got outstanding fighter that year.
Man, okay, I want to see that fight, bro. I love them neighborhood, same area type of situations, man. Fighters just fight a little bit different. It's a little bit more on the table. It ain't just money. It's not just a belt. Yeah, it's just different for sure. Yeah, especially when y'all come from that area.
Yeah, for sure.
It's already gritty in that area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, just the level is the fighters that come from that area. Yeah, you got to respect it. Man, bro, we appreciate you taking some time out, man. You know, I know you believe you're going to win, of course, but what are we in store for December 6th? It's a packed card. What are you going to bring to that card come fight night?
You know what I'm going to bring to the card? I'm going to give y'all the reason why I'm headlining the main event again. It's going to be pizzazz. It's going to be a masterclass of boxing on my end. It's going to be fan friendly for sure. And
you sound like you're trying to have some rounds where you know.
Yeah.
You towing that line. You towing that line.
It wouldn't be super fan friendly without the perfect dance partner. And I want to just thank Pitbull Cruz for being the guy that's in there with me. And I'm gonna show y'all how blessed these hands and these skills were.
Nice.
Man, he one of the happiest guys I done seen in camp. Normally cats don't be looking so.
He got seen that much weight.
Yeah, got lose much weight, and a fight around the corner too. It's getting close.
Around the corner is go time. It's go time on that front. Within the last 24 month span, bro, you done went from 3 different weight classes. To me, it seems like Lamont Roach is in hunting season. Whoever has it, whoever's the biggest fight, whoever's the biggest name, you want the action. Do you think if you win this fight with Pitbull, you're going to stay at 140? Or you think there's some unfinished business at 35 just because the situation with Tank, didn't go well? That you probably want you want to probably try to get a title at that weight and probably try to come back up. Or you just trying to go after any big fight right now at any weight. Right now, like I said, you're in hunting season right now, it seems like. So what you trying to do?
It's a business. It's a business for sure.
So wherever it's at, you want it.
That's a business question. Yeah. But I do have unfinished business at 135. Right now, I think I'm honestly and truthfully supposed to be a 2-division world champion. So that's something that I want to conquer at that weight. I want to be a champion at that weight class. So, no matter what, I'm going to go back to 35. Even if it's not my next fight, I'm going to go back to 35 and challenge a title holder for a championship.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, brother, we appreciate you, man. I got a lot of respect for your game this last year, seeing how you get down at the highest level, because that's really the test, is what you do in the biggest moments. I've gained a lot more respect for you. Man, you can flat out fight. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. We're watching, and we'll catch up with you after the fight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all for having me today, too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, man. Handle your business.
No doubt. Thank you.
What's up? This is Barack the Boxing Bully here. We got some heat coming your way. Fights you don't want to miss. Jump in on all the action with our partners, DraftKings.
So Shakur Stevenson versus Stephen Fulton. There's a little bad blood here.
The variable that I see is O'Shaki is bigger. He's bigger, but Fulton doesn't look like a small guy. O'Shaki said, hey, if you can make 122, you little.
Is it safe to say, though, that Fulton has the better resume? He's been in there with the bigger names and the more skilled boxers. I think that might play a part in this fight. But I'll tell you what, this is a 50 fight in my opinion, and I'm excited to see it. You definitely do not want to miss these explosive fights. So check out all that DraftKings has to offer. But remember, use the promo code ATS Fights. The crown is yours.
DraftKings has something for every sports fan in the world. Have some fun and check out all that our partners DraftKings have to offer, either on the app or the website. Get in on all the action.
You're moving too slow, move a little faster. Download the DraftKings app right now, but make sure new customers use the promo code ATS Fights. Level up your fight night experience.
Man, that's a great interview from Lamont Roach, who's headlining the PBC card December 6th in San Antonio, man. PBC, Berto, they still kicking because it's a great card.
They still kicking, man. It's going to be an amazing card, man. I think it's, I mean, maybe the best card of the year from PBC, to be honest.
A lot of people are writing off PBC. It's a lot of new blood, new money in the game right now.
Yeah.
But with this kind of card, they still got life. You got Isaac Cruz, like we said, Lamont Roach for the WBC interim junior welterweight title as the main card. You got Janabek against Erislandy Lara. I don't know where Erislandy Lara is drinking this water, this fountain of youth, but he's still kicking and he's still dangerous. He's probably more dangerous now as he's gotten older than he was when he was younger. And then we got the fight that keeps getting postponed or pushed back for some reason. O'Shaki Foster and Stephen Fulton for the WBC junior lightweight title, man. I'm so excited about that fight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm very excited about that.
There's some fights where guys are going back and forth and it's not believable. Then there's other fights where guys are going back and forth and it's believable. This is the fight that's believable for me. And then you got another good fight, Jesus Ramos and Shane Mosley Jr. What's the fight or two that you most looking forward to on this card?
And the two top fights I'm looking for sure is probably Janabek, Lara, and then of course, Foster and Fulton. I just love the style matchup, when it comes to Foster and Fulton, man. Both of these guys are sharp, man. You see the ring IQ is just through the roof. And I definitely want to see how they're going to match up. It's going to be crazy to see both of them in front of each other, just see how the chess game goes. It's been a lot of talking. It's been a lot of rapping the last few weeks, man. So I think a lot of guys those guys are putting a lot of of their reputation and pride on the line for that one. That's going to be a good one. And then, of course, when it comes to Lara, like I said, we've been seeing Lara do his thing for years, man. I don't know where he's getting that energy from. Lara, 42 years old now. He's still out here. He's still cracking them and walking away and doing what he do. But he's fighting this guy, Janabek, man. Janabek is a beast. Undefeated. I believe he went to the Olympics, in 2016 for Kazakhstan. So, Lara is fighting a guy that has a tremendous, amateur pedigree, just like him. You know what I mean? And just like when it comes to those Cubans, man, that the amateur pedigree has definitely just taken them to a whole nother level, as a pro as well. But now you're fighting a guy that's younger and has a tremendous, amateur pedigree and undefeated. And he ain't playing no games. He's coming banging. He can box. He can do it all as well. So it's going to be a tremendous card, just top to bottom. And I think it's definitely going to be, one of the PBCs, one of the best cards of the year. And it's going to be one that we have to watch. I'm excited about it. I'm extremely excited about it. We having tremendous fights all year. And this right here, we're going to finish the year off strong for sure.
Well, I got three that I'm excited about, but before I get into that, I got a question, bro, about PBC.
What's up?
You got any insight
about
what's going on with PBC? I mean, you a PBC baby. You know what I'm saying? You done made a lot of money over there, so I'm just trying to see, do you have any insight on what the future holds for PBC beyond this card?
Man, Turkey out here trying to bully everybody, as you can see. As you can see, Turkey out here.
He ain't trying. He's doing it.
As you can see, Turkey out here throwing the bag around, and he's bullying everybody, man. But one thing I do know about Al Haymon, you're gonna have to finish him, because if Al's gonna keep on making this thing happen,
he's gonna keep fighting.
The thing with Al, he's gonna keep fighting. And Al has been in the industry for so long on the music side and the boxing side, seeing all these new guys come in and out, and he has been that guy that continued to let me know that he's always going to be able to stay and weather the storm, when everything settles. So we're going to see. Right now, of course, Turkey's doing what he's doing, but like I said, we're going to see.
Yeah. I'm going to touch real quick on the 3 top fights. Obviously, the main event, just talking to Lamont Roach, I'm excited about that fight. I really am impressed with Lamont Roach and how he gets down. I would love to see him and Shakur Stevenson. That's going to be a crazy, crazy matchup. I hope we get that. But Isaac Cruz is also a great matchup. It's a fighter he's a shorter fighter, stockier, but he's coming. He's going to bring it. And he takes a good shot and he hits hard and he just keeps coming forward. And I want to see it. Lamont's going to need what he said in the interview. He's going to need different looks. There's going to be times when it's at his advantage to slug and let Pitbull Cruz know that I can bang with you for, punch for punch, blow for blow. But then there's times when it's not going to be advantageous. It's not going to be in his favor to stand there with Cruz. He's going to have to box and show some flavor, and you show that DC flavor that he has. And I think he's going to do it, man. I see Lamont winning this fight, a tough fight, but I see Lamont winning this fight. And the Janibek-Erislandy Lara, that's probably the most interesting fight on the card because you have Janibek who looks scary. He's got all the, the headlines and the knockouts to back it up. But the truth is, as a professional, he hasn't really been tested.
Yeah.
And that's not completely his fault. A lot of guys don't want that fight. A lot of fighters, it's too dangerous. Like, I'll sidestep him, give me somebody else. So Janibek hasn't been able to test himself. This is a strong test. This isn't prime Erislandy Lara, but it's still a dangerous Lara for whatever reason. Lara slowing down a little bit has caused his IQ, his punch accuracy to pick up and his power. Now he's sitting down because I can't move like that for 12 rounds. So I have to get it another way. And he's doing it. He's stopping cats. I think we're going to get a lot of questions answered about Janibek in this fight with Erislandy Lara. I like Lara getting his back end money in his back end bag. Get as much as you can, bro. As long as you are still healthy and you still love it and you can still get yourself prepared for a tough fight, man, get your money on the back end. I'm not mad at it.
That's a fact.
And the last one is obviously O'Shaquie Foster and Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton is going up in weight. O'Shaquie Foster say, bruh, you too small, you too little. Stephen Fulton is a throwback type of fighter. He don't mind taking risks. He doesn't mind taking those big matchups. He's from Philly. He's really like that. I'm excited about this junior lightweight title for the WBC belt. It's always good to fight for that green belt. I'm excited about this fight. I hope it actually happens. It's been rescheduled and changed multiple times. I think we finally going to get it December 6th. Brother, it's a lot of great boxing on the horizon. The reports of boxing's demise has been greatly exaggerated again. Everybody keeps saying that boxing is dying, boxing and dying. Man, boxing
ain't going nowhere.
We got some cold life support because we
cold life support. Yes, sir.
It's some cold life support, and you got to give credit to the ones that have been putting the money into the game, which brings interest. The Al Haymans, the Top Ranks, and now the Turkey Al Sheiks, man. Shout out to them. We appreciate all the fans for tuning in, man. Berto, you should keep doing this, brother. You should keep doing this. This is a natural seat for you, brother. We're going to have you back for sure, man. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you, my boy, man. Appreciate you. I'll definitely be back for sure.